this is part two. Going down the diaphragm, we got to the kidneys, and then you have the renal arteries that connect to a kidney on each side. And then on down, right below that, you have the superior mesenteric artery. Going on down, you have a long artery that comes down here. This is your gonadal artery. On down below where that branches off is your inferior mesenteric artery to get down to the groin. You have your common iliac artery, and then it splits off to go down each leg. As it goes down the leg, you have one that branches off, which is your internal iliac artery, and then the external iliac artery goes all the way down the legs. And again, we're going to go down the right side. Once it gets down right past the groin, it's going to start to branch off again. The center of that is another artery labeled in green. This is the deep femoral artery. So on the outer edge of the leg, you have it going down to meet up to the popliteal artery, which is the knee, and then on the inner side, well, more on the center, you have your femoral artery that goes down, and then they come back together at the knee for the popliteal artery. Goes around the knee, and then it goes down on the outer side. You have your anterior tibial artery. Right in the middle, you have your fibular artery, and then you have on the inside the posterior tibial artery. These go down, loop around. You have your dorsal pedal artery up at the top of the foot, and then it goes around the dorsal venous arch. And again, these are going to start to interchange through the arterioles into the veins. So these veins are going to loop around, and then we're going to start to go back up. So going up the inner part of the leg, this is your great saphenous vein. That's going to go all the way back up to the groin. On the outer side, you have the small saphenous vein, and then you have a little one here. This is your anterior tibial vein. It's going to go up around the kneecap, which is the popliteal vein, and then it's going to go up and run parallel with the femoral artery, which is the femoral vein. And then these will come back up. On the other side of the leg, I have some more labeled. And of course, they would be the same on both sides. But once you get down here, you have the inner parts of the leg. You have your posterior tibial veins, as well as the fibular veins, and then the plantar venous arch. So these are all going to come back up. You're going to have the external iliac vein. You're going to have the internal iliac vein, and it's going to come up to the common iliac vein. It's going to go up to the diaphragm until it gets up to the kidneys, and there you have your renal vein, as well as the hepatic veins. These are going to go up through the inferior vena cava, back into the heart. And then we'll go to the upper extremities, starting down at the hands. Your ulnar artery and your radial artery running parallel with those. You also have your ulnar vein and your radial vein. Those are going to come around and meet up right at your elbow for your brachial veins. And then they will come on up back around to go into the superior vena cava, but up here going up to the head, they interchange. You have your external jugular vein as well as your internal jugular vein, and then coming from the other side, you have your brachiocephalic vein. And then again, just like I did at the bottom, I've got some more on the left side just to help. You have your subclavian veins. You would have the right over here, the left here. And of course, coming up from the hands, right around the elbow, you have your median cubital vein. And then running on the inside of the arm, you have the basilic vein. And then running on the outside of the arm, you have the cephalic vein, as well as the axillary veins. And they're going to come around that subclavian vein, and they're going to meet at the superior vena cava to go back into the heart. And then it's going to start the process all over again by going through your right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, left atrium, and then back up to your aorta again. Thank you.